Presented by Pepsi here in Birmingham. Tiffany Green on stage with Bubba McDowell, the head coach of the Prairie View A&M Panthers. Alongside Mr. Ahmad Antoine is running back, and Keyshawn Johnson, the linebacker for the Panthers. Welcome to the Magic City. Glad to see your smiling faces here. All right, so Coach, I'm going to ask you first. Started off hot last year, was really in the hunt for that SWAC West until the end of the season. What kind of motivation, what type of attitude has your group taken into the offseason?
Well, as I told them, they got to remember that loss at the end of the year and not go back there. Take this loss for what it is, learn from it, and get better.
When you're evaluating just how difficult the conference is, the tough the teams are within the SWAC, just remind our viewers just kind of what you're facing week in and week out.
Oh, a lot of talent, not only from the players, but also from the coaching staff that these head coaches have put together. To go in and win every weekend, it's tough. As I told many people over and over, you can't take anyone for granted, as we saw last year at the end of the game against Valley. So, again, at any given time, things can happen. But what I want these young men to understand, again, remember what you went through last year so you know how to prepare going into this year. And then, again, it all starts at the first day of training camp.
You talk about talent. Name or mention to some of us some of those talented players that will help you all this season.
Oh, well, definitely, yeah. We got one here that we didn't have the last game. I thought, not making excuses. Ahmad Antoine, and again, will help us. He's our running back. Got hurt last year with 2 concussions, but ready to go this year, right? Yeah. And Keyshawn Johnson, again, that's got his linebacker crew is ready to go. That was one of our best group last year, that linebacker crew, and we got some added addition to help him. We revamped that secondary a little bit, and we went out and got some big boys up front.
All right, Keyshawn, I'm just going to ask you defensively, what worked well in games where the Panthers were just seemingly shutting down everything. What is it about the Panthers defense that should strike fear into opponents?
2 words: relentless and aggressiveness.
Say that again so we can hear for everybody in the back.
Relentless and aggressiveness. So we always all to the ball, 11 heads to the ball. You become a good tackling team when you know if you miss a tackle, your teammate have you. Or when you group tackling, it makes your defense better.
Now, if you're watching at home or here inside the ballroom, Keyshawn seemingly soft-spoken. So what's that switch that you flip when you step onto the football field?
My nickname, Wolverine. So,
Wolverine, okay.
So when I get on the field, it's no more Keyshawn Johnson, it's Wolverine.
I like that. Ahmad, you got a nickname too that you switch the persona?
They just call me Five.
Five. All right. So Five, for being able to get back onto the field, how excited are you, and what have you done to prepare to make sure that you remain healthy?
I'm really excited. I'm ready to go. We have a lot of new players coming in and just putting the whole offense together. Last year everybody was saying we one-dimensional, we only can run the ball, but we got some new pieces coming in, and we're going to show the whole SWAC what we're really about.
All right. So share some of those pieces that we can look forward to.
We have Caleb Johnson, running back from Valley. Juice Brian Jenkins, receiver from Alabama A&M. We have a couple of transfer guys from JUCO, a couple of high school guys, and everybody gonna come in and contribute and play, and we're gonna excel from there.
Obviously, wanting to capture the SWAC West to try to play in the Pepsi SWAC Championship is a goal of yours. How do you get there? What do you have to do? What does Ahmad have to do, and what does Keyshawn have to do in order for the Panthers to get there?
Me personally, just consistency and just stand on top of little things. Like if I brush my teeth first every morning, just do that every morning. Don't change none of my routine, and just staying consistent, getting everybody on board, and just following out.
And to add to Ahmad, for the defense specifically, is communication, or just me being a leader in general. Be more outspoken, and like Coach Bub said, we had revamped our defensive back end. So when it comes to coverages, making the check sometime, make sure everybody be able to hear you, because it does get loud up there in the stadium.
Coach, this is a chance for you to brag on your young men because yes, we're getting to hear from them.
Yes.
But what do you think of these two young men sitting next to you?
I'll tell you what, these two young men are great young men on and off the field, because again, when you want leaders, you want them to be able to do it consistently, as Ahmad said earlier. And again, when you're doing it consistently in the classroom, just out in the community, and then you bring that talent to the field, it helps you. The talent gets better, because we've always talked about, when we talk about iron sharpens iron, right?
Yes, sir.
So we want these two iron right here to rub against some irons of the players and get better, because if they don't lead by example, then we can't get it done and have a chance to win for the SWAC. We know it's going to be tough, but again, they got to know how to navigate through classes, through practice, and back into society. And I think if they do that well, we're going to be okay as a team.
You talk about consistency. Let's take a look at the schedule for the 2023 season, and you start off at Texas Southern, a very good Texas Southern
Yes.
team that's coming. They're trying to continue build and make some noise. You got Valley midway through. Remember, we talked about
Yes.
that stumble from last year. Florida A&M, UAPB, Southern, and Alabama State to close out. Obviously, October 7th you want to get to, but you got to think about September 2nd first.
Absolutely.
And the face-off against Texas Southern. Guys, how much are you looking forward to that? And what can we expect to see when y'all take the field?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just coming out first week and just showing the SWAC what we're about. Like I say, every year we get disrespected, and the rankings don't have us where we feel like we need to be, so we're just going to come out and handle business week one and just go from there week by week.
For me, I feel like it'll be a great opportunity to show everybody what we've been working on, how this fall camp, or how we've been working during the off season. And it should be just a good opportunity for everybody to show their talent.
Tackling machine, you're going to try to get Andrew Body down on the ground as much as possible?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then let me ask you lastly, Ahmad, in terms of preseason, second team, all conference, how does that then push you to try to get that next step and try to be the SWAC leading rusher and be first team at the end of the year?
I don't take it lightly. I feel like I should have had some type of accolades, even though I had an injury. You know, I averaged most yards per carry in the SWAC. But all that don't matter. Right now, I'm just focusing about team activities, and we're just trying to get to the championship. So personal goals going to come. I'm just trying to get my team there.
Bubba,
Good answer.
the message, you like that answer, right?
great
See, that's the leader that you want. Bubba, look into the camera and tell Panther fans what to look forward to this year from Prairie View A&M football.
Well, Panther fans, we're definitely going to come correct and ready to go this year. Again, we're going to need you guys' support, you know, filling those stadiums. We don't have 4 home games this year, but we're also expecting you to travel with us this year. I think it's an exciting season that we're going to put together, and we want you guys to be a part of that.
All right, thanks so much, Bubba McDowell,
Thank you, Tiff.
along with Ahmad Antoine and Keyshawn Johnson. Good luck for the upcoming season, and when we come back.